All right. We're talking about my guilt, which is a really weird thing for me to just bring up out of nowhere. But Brett and I had this conversation yesterday in the studio, and I didn't realize it was something that people that aren't parents, never thought about. And a lot of other parents do think about. I'm having guilt because I'm going to Disney World without my 8-year-old son, which is a really weird thing. Going to Orlando with my girlfriend, her whole family's from there. They just say, hey, we're going to stop by Disney World this day. I'm like, Disney World? That's a big deal. That's a magical place on earth.
Scotty's the only parent in the group, so he's thinking maybe, do I have a conversation with them saying, hey, I'm going to sit this one out, guys. I'm not allowed to go to Disney without my kids. Does he go? And then his kid is going to be sad, or does he not tell his kid? What does he do, parents?
Yeah, that's that's the first thing I thought of. It's like, I can't tell him I went to Disney World. Elizabeth and Mesquite, you went somewhere and didn't tell your kids. Where'd you go?
We went to the wrestling, WWE Monday.
Okay, so like Monday Night Raw, that's a cool thing.
Yes.
Kid, you watch that at home with your kids. They jump off the couch. Like, I'm John Cena.
They watch it every Monday, like every single Monday.
And so you didn't tell them because you thought that would hurt their feelings, so you just kept it to yourself.
Well, what happened, I have 4 children, so I couldn't afford to take me, my husband, and all 4 children, so I ended up winning 2 tickets. So it just had to be me and my husband since we couldn't, of course, choose one of the kids to take with adults. So
gotcha. So she decided to leave it out, like I was thinking might be a possibility, is just not say anything. Yeah, no, we're doing laundry at the laundromat.
I think it's such a big, there's certain things, I thought the Cowboys game, you could leave that out because even though the Cowboys are a big deal, it's a football game, it's in the city you live in. But when you're traveling, the Disney conversation is hard to omit.
Olivia, you're in Frisco. So you have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, and your husband's in the military. So he misses a lot of things, obviously, right?
Yes, he does.
How do you navigate some of those situations?
It's really difficult. They're young. They don't really understand. They just ask, where's daddy? Where's daddy? We tell them that he's at work.
Right.
And, he's just not able to come home yet. We're hoping he gets to come home over Christmas, but you never know with the military.
So Scotty being a long-distance dad, he has the same situation where he doesn't get to do a lot of the everyday things with his son. And so now a big one has come up with Disney. Do you feel like Disney is just another one where it's like, man, that's tough about being a long-distance dad, or do you think Disney is a special occasion?
I honestly think Disney is a very special occasion. I would not go without my son. And can you imagine if he's a teenager and finds out, he's going to hold that over your head?
Olivia brings up a good point that one day he could easily find out just like in natural stories and be like, well, you never even told me that, and you have to deal with that. He's at the point of 8 years old where he's going to remember like these types of times. Like I remember when you went to Disney. I remember when you went to Orlando before. So that's a really good point that I didn't think of either as a parent.
Ashley in North Dallas, good morning. Ashley, are you there?
yes,
There you go. She muted us. Ashley.
Yes, I did.
Ashley, sorry.
That's okay. So Ashley, you had a solution.
Yes. My solution is that he should go to the Disney World with his girlfriend, but I think he should make it a point to actually take his son to Disney World because my son is 8 years old and he would be devastated if I went without him.
Yeah, that's why I don't think I could tell him that I went. I think you're right, unless I'm like, hey, I was just scouting the area for our trip.
I don't know. All these people there's a lot there are people that have mixed opinions. I think that's hard. That's a tough situation to be in.
Thank you, Ashley.
To be in that situation where he could easily find out one day. That's really tough.
I'm telling you, he wants to go to a Cowboys game so bad, right?
Yeah.
And I went to the Cowboys game 2 weeks ago. Never told him. No way. Couldn't do it. So now it's freaking Disney World.
Yeah.
That's how I feel inside. I'm like, I don't know how to navigate that situation. And I'm also not going to be it's also very special for me to go with my girlfriend who will be my fiance in the next year or so. I don't think she's listening. I didn't plan it yet, but to be with her family as well, something that they do as a family special together. So it's just really another situation that as like a long distance dad, you get in where your life is split into two places. And that's really hard to navigate.